Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent his email through the Ask Mr. Locario program. So what that is if you want your question to be answered within 24 hours, guaranteed, you can send me your question through the Ask Mr. Locario program. So you can click the link below to send me a question, or go straight to MrLocario.com and click on Ask Mr. Locario on the homepage. All right. So this one says, "Hey, Mr. Locario, first off, I want to say that I'm a huge fan of your work and really admire and look up to you. Keep doing your thing because you are definitely needed in this world, especially with all the misinformation and social conditioning in the world that sets men up for failure in their relationships." All right, cool. Thanks for all that. And then he says, "How do you think this girl feels about me? I am new to this restaurant job where I am primarily doing busing. I'm pretty sure I've worked there less than 10 days. Me and this girl have not really had time to talk because we are seldom scheduled for the same work days. And when we are, I am intentionally, unbeknownst to her, avoiding situations where I have to converse with her. Example, when shit starts getting slow around the restaurant, I help out other coworkers with their job because I know I will eventually ask her out, but I am not ready now because I got shit I need to take care of first. Anyway, I noticed the few times we have talked, she usually giggled at some things that I said, which each time got me thinking to myself, did I say something funny? Because I only talk to her about work-related stuff. But again, I barely know this girl, so she could just be giggly in general. Once when I asked her a work-related question in the bar side of the restaurant, I noticed that she was staring directly into my eyes and smiling, and I moved in really close to her to test what her reaction would be when I noticed this while talking to her, and she did not move. Another thing, one day during work, she stopped me and thanked me for doing busing and emphasized that she appreciates it, which I found to be odd because busing is my job and I'm not the only busser. And as a matter of fact, when she is not hosting, she does the same thing. She's not a manager either. She is, from what I understand, kind of new too, because she apparently came in a few weeks before me. I know this is not much to go on since we haven't really talked, but can you try to assess the situation?" All right, so first of all, I want to say for a lot of you guys out there, when you are at work and you see a chick, or you're dealing with a chick that you're feeling or whatever, first of all, you got to understand that you're at work, so you have to tread lightly. You feel me? Because if you do certain things, you can get into a situation where, it could be like misconstrued of how you're really, coming at it. It could be a whole sexual harassment thing. So you don't want to get into a situation like that, right? And in my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, I talk about in detail how to, deal with interactions with hollering at chicks at your job. So you guys make sure you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day so that you can learn how to do that correctly. But what I'm going to say about this is, first of all, when these things are happening, don't look too much into it, especially when you're at work. So what I mean by this is that when you're at work, women are going to act a certain way. They'll probably be a little bit more friendly than they would in a regular situation. They're going to be more cordial. They might smile at you or whatever just to be, nice because they're actually at work. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is, you can't really take too much of how she's acting or interacting with you at work seriously. You understand? Because it's not a natural, authentic type of environment to really gauge if a chick is really, you feeling you or whatever, right? Now, the thing is, a chick can display certain things that'll show you that she's feeling you even at work. But in most cases, what I'm saying is that a lot of the interactions that you're going to have with her are going to be, stuff that can be misconstrued because you're thinking is one thing, but she's just, acting a certain way because she's at work, right? Now, what I would say to you is this: if you actually want to understand if, she's feeling you or if anything could go on or whatever, what you got to do, and this doesn't even technically go for just work situations, but this goes for anything. What you need to do is you need to learn how to get information out of women. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, if you're at work and let's say you talk to her here and there, you have little chats or whatever, you have to get into a dialogue or a little something where she's going to reveal certain things about herself so that you can sort of see, you know, how she is, what she's about, what she got going on before you even bother to really make something happen. Do you understand? Because when you're at work, you're going to probably have a limited amount of time to even try to make something happen or try to figure things out or whatever. So the reason why I'm saying you have to get information out of her, because you need to know, you know, what the deal is. Because let's say she has a boyfriend or a husband or whatever it is, right? And you don't know this, and now you're going to be sitting there doing your thing at work and wondering, oh, when can I make my move to go and holler at her? And then you end up hollering at her, and then she tells you, oh, you know, I got a boyfriend. And then now it's all awkward now because you're still working with her, and it's like now you tried to holler. You understand what I'm saying? So if you get into a conversation, right, about that topic, you can see if she actually has a boyfriend. So for example, let's say, you know, if it was like the end of the work day or whatever, and everything's winding down and all that other stuff. And then, you know, you just tell her something like, you know, hey, you know, my sister or my cousin or whoever, you know, she went to so-and-so with her boyfriend, and, you know, she thought it was like a really cool spot for dating or whatever. So, you know, would you go there with your boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? Like, stuff like that. So you're actually having a conversation so you can figure out things about her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Before you jump into, you know, the different aspects of what's going on, right? And the thing also that you should do is that, and I talk about this in my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, is that when you're interacting with the women you work with, you want to make sure that you are doing it outside the work environment. So let's say, or outside the immediate time you guys are like working and making these things happen, but it's best if it's actually outside the work environment. So I know in some jobs, I'm not sure how your job is, but in some jobs, when you go to lunch, you can actually go outside the work environment, outside the office to go to lunch and, you know, and do your thing. So let's say if you guys actually went outside for lunch and you're actually outside at lunch and you say, hey, let's go get a burger or something like that, and you're at a burger place or you're somewhere with her outside the office environment, then you could start having those dialogues to sort of get to know what she's about and what's going on with her. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is, what I want you guys to understand about your job is that you don't want to get in a situation where you're losing your job over trying to holler at some chick, and then it becomes, you know, a situation. You feel what I'm saying? A situation that you don't really want to be in. But the thing is that you need to really get information out of this chick before you even bother. You understand? Because the way that she's acting or being towards you basically could just be her acting and being that way because this is how she acts and this is how she is at work. And she's probably just doing that, you know, smiling, being cordial, saying thanks to you and all this other stuff. And you're taking it as, you know, her interest. And it's weird because a lot of guys, this is the interesting part. A lot of guys, misinterpret women being nice for a woman being into them. You understand? And the reason why this happens is because a lot of times guys are used to women who are not into them sort of being mean, being standoffish, being kind of rude. So when you encounter a woman who's just being nice to you, you think, oh, this shit is on. She's feeling me. You feel what I'm saying? But just being nice, you understand, isn't necessarily an indicator of her interest. You understand? And this is why, you know, you guys have to understand the signs of when a chick is interested in you. And I have a audio program on the Bad Boy membership called 15 Signs She's Interested in You or She's Into You. So this is why you got to know these things so that when you're in these situations, you're not getting confused by a woman who is, you know, just being nice to you and a woman who's actually choosing. Right? So you got to understand that difference. And also, you know, while you're there, and you're talking to her, what you just need to do is just make sure that you are, you know, asking questions and having dialogue so that you can get the information out of her. Because the thing is, she might be into certain things or doing certain things that you might not even be into. And then you're going to realize you're not even into this girl anymore because of the information that you found out. Right? Because I remember one time I was, it was this girl that I saw. This wasn't even a job situation, but I used to go to a lot of these events, and there was this girl that I saw at an event, and then I saw her at another one that the following week. And when I first saw her, she was like leaving the event, so I didn't really get a chance to talk to her. But then when I saw her again, I was like, oh, let me go and holler at this chick and see what's popping. So I'm just having a conversation with her, talking with her and everything. And then come to find out, she got 3 kids. And I was just like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. Thanks. So this is what I'm saying, that you got to sort of get information out of these chicks and talk to them so you see what's going on. You need to, have that conversation. And the thing is since you're at work, you don't want it to be something blatant. You want it to be something a little bit more indirect, so that you're not really blatantly looking like you're trying to holler at her at work. It should be more so you're just having a conversation, and through those conversations you are getting information about her, which will give you more insight on what she's about, and even if you're still feeling her, you understand what I'm saying? Or how she thinks about certain things or whatever. And this doesn't have to be, a conversation you have at one time. This can be, over a couple days or whatever, or a week or two, whatever, that you just sort of have small talk, here and there, get to know her, y'all get comfortable with each other, and then you sort of see that vibe. And then after all that, excuse me, my voice is going crazy right now. And then after all of that, then you can sort of see what's popping. But you guys have to remember to actually talk and get information out of these women to see what's really popping, what's going on. All right. So that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any questions, click the link below. Send me a question. If you want to send it through the Ask Mr. Locario program, remember, you get your question answered within 24 hours, guaranteed. Okay. So guaranteed your question will be answered within 24 hours if you go through the Ask Mr. Locario program. All right. And make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get how to have sex with 2 women a day. And also go to badboymembership.com to get 15 signs she's into you. All right. So I'm out of here, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.